In today's video, we head to Sundown National Park with our mate Sam from Explore More. We tackle some wombat holes and washouts heading into the park, check out the Rats Castle Loop and Lookout, and spend an amazing evening on the river at the Burrows campsite. Is this one of the best four-wheel drive tracks in South East Queensland? Stay tuned to find out. Good morning, everybody. We just woke up at the beautiful Castle Rock campsite here in Girraween. It's a beautiful, big, open, flat campsite. About 3.5 hours drive from Auckland, so we arrived quite... It's not a 3.5 hour drive from Auckland. It's a substantially longer drive from Auckland than 3.5 hours. Jeremy just reminded me that we don't in fact live in Auckland anymore. We're actually in Brisbane. So yeah, 3.5 hours from Brisbane, not from Auckland. Don't try and drive here. But yeah, it's a beautiful campsite. We met our friend Sam from Explore More. You can see his setup behind us there, last night. So we left straight after work and arrived here in the dark, unfortunately. So this is our first time actually seeing the campsite, and yeah, it's beautiful. So we are heading out to Sundown National Park today. I'm going to have a little bit of a drive through the park to the campsite. We're camping at Burrows, I think it's called. And then from there, we're going to head out and do a little bit of exploring around the park. So just a short walk from the Castle Rock campsite is this beautiful area with just incredible rock formations and little sort of creek running through here. This is one of my favorite things about this area, this granite belt area, is just, you know, look at the scenery. One of the things we're trying out on this trip is my new XRS-BT1 from GME. So it's that new push-to-talk button that mounts onto your steering wheel. And yeah, it's going really well so far. I wasn't sure, you know, whether it would be audible enough when you were driving and trying to sort of navigate tracks and, you know, have your window open or whatever, whether the sound would actually come through the external microphone, but so far so good actually. So we just aired down at the entrance to Sundown National Park, put them down to 20 psi or thereabouts. Some reasonable rock steps heading down into this creek just fell off the front seat. Definitely a bumpy entrance into Sundown. Right off the bat, there were quite a few nice little rock steps there and a bit of a creek crossing, which, although it was dry, is still always fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty wicked four-wheel drive track that we'll do this afternoon. Like, you climb up this quite steep pinnacle, then come down the other side. Oh, here you go. Wombat hold.
It's really cool. Like, there's some good rock gardens. We just found some really cool wombat holes as well. It's definitely, like, it's not hard, but it's definitely more of a challenge than your typical national park track. So, in terms of a review of this GME push to talk button, I have to say something I was not expecting is that, you know, obviously it's on my steering wheel, so I've got to push it and hold it down in order to talk. Now, if you're pushing it and holding it down and also trying to steer and turn your steering wheel, it kind of gets to a point where you almost have to let it go, because obviously it's like now the button's turned sort of into an awkward angle and you can't really hold it down, so you've either got to stop, you know, hit the brakes, stop and finish what you're saying and then carry on, or you've got to let go of the steering of the push to talk button and kind of cut your sentence off halfway. This track is an absolute gem. It's so cool. I'm having such a good time, honestly. It's reasonably technical. Like, it's not super difficult, but you do have to just keep your wits about you and pick the right line. It's been a while since I've been this off camber. I don't think you ever get used to that sort of slightly sickening feeling of your car tipping at a 25-degree angle. But look, I mean, the Jeeps handle those angles pretty well, so you've just got to trust it and go for it. But yeah, this track is well worth checking out. How have you found the track so far?
Been really entertaining, challenging, technical, a lot of fun.
So we're just doing a little bit of a walk down to the Red Rock Gorge lookout, which is meant to be really cool. So looking forward to checking that out. Alright, so it's about lunchtime now. We've been driving around for quite a long time. That first bit of track that we did coming into the park was really, really cool. So now we have come down a very steep track to access, I think it's called Rat's Castle Lookout. And let me tell you, in the little short wheelbase, coming face first down that was a little hairy in places. You just haven't got a lot of length to kind of make you feel stable when you're coming down very steep drops. So it did feel a little bit like I was gonna just roll face first down the hill, but I didn't, so that's good. Now we have the challenge of trying to get back up again. So we will see. Got it in 4 low. Obviously I'll probably put the diff locks on just because it's quite loose. There's a lot of loose slippery rocks and things, and it is really steep in places. So we'll chuck the diff locks on and see how we go. I think Sam's gonna head up first. So worst case scenario, there's someone up there who can help me get up. Holy hot damn. This is like a rodeo. Woo. God damn. Oh. just set up camp at the Burrows. What a gorgeous campsite. There's hardly anyone there. I think there's maybe one other group parked up there, and we are right on the river. So really gorgeous spot, and we're really looking forward to a bit of a swim later because it is warm. It looks like there's a bit of a storm rolling in because the wind's just picked up and the sky's gone pretty grey, so hopefully it just kind of passes us over, because we're heading out on a second drive for today, so a bit of an afternoon drive. So yeah, hopefully we don't spend the majority of it driving in the rain, but you know, if we do, we do. I guess that's part of the adventure. Just when you think you're done with the tricky parts of this track, you just find new ones.
I'm currently stopped at a pitch of 14 degrees and a roll of 17 degrees.
There you go, Jeremy's at a pitch of 14 degrees and a roll of 17 degrees because this is looking pretty hectic. And it started raining. So now I'm wet.
Still really right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We've just woken up here at the Burrows campsite in Sundown National Park.
Yeah, it's a nice peaceful morning. Nice and quiet down on the river here.
Yeah, it's really gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see the river behind us here. So we are camped. This is the river, and then this is our campsite. So we are camped right on the water, and it's just been absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I just had a really good time yesterday and enjoyed all the challenging technical obstacles.
Yeah, lots of opportunity for the Jeeps to really flex and see the kind of articulation that they're capable of on these tracks. So yeah, we're gonna pack up.
Yeah.
We've just packed up camp. Beautiful sunny morning, which is always good because we had actually quite a bit of rain yesterday evening. So yeah, waking up to find some sunshine to dry off all your stuff is always welcome, especially when you don't have to pack up in the rain, because that would have been not ideal. So yeah, lovely evening at the Burrows last night. Really gorgeous campsite, and yeah, we're heading home now. We're just going to cruise, take it easy through the park. If you're looking for a trip that's probably, I'd say, medium with maybe a few hard bits, if you're feeling adventurous, then this is definitely worth a look.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run towards the wind and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 Oh, wake up heart and wake up mind, and see the world is yours to find, and oh.
All right, and we are back at the entrance to Sundown National Park, so just airing up, as you can see in the background there, and then we'll be heading back home. Honestly, this has been one of my favorite trips so far. Sundown was just full of surprises, so yeah, if you're looking for a bit of a challenge, head out this way. It's a really great trip. Thanks for joining us on this uncharted adventure. If you'd like to see more of this type of content, please like and subscribe. As a new channel, every interaction really helps us reach our goal of our first 100 subscribers. Thanks for watching.